The name Wahoo has always carried a sting, a short, sharp reminder of aggressive undersea hunters, and the USS Wahoo SSN-806 brings that tradition into the 2020s with the quiet confidence of a modern Virginia-class attack submarine. Built as a Block V boat, SSN-806 is part of the Pentagon's plan to keep America's undersea edge sharp. Longer, quieter hulls that can carry more strike power, deploy special forces, host unmanned systems, and sink into the ocean as a near-invisible node in a distributed maritime force. The choice to revive a storied name reflects more than nostalgia. It signals that the Navy wants a boat that blends historical toughness with 21st-century capability. At the heart of what makes Wahoo notable is Block V's Virginia Payload Module, a modular, mid-body insert that expands missile capacity dramatically. Where earlier Virginias carried a more modest load of cruise missiles, the VPM adds several large-diameter vertical launch tubes designed to carry multiple Tomahawk cruise missiles each, multiplying the boat's land strike capacity and extending its relevance as other guided missile platforms retire. That extra payload turns an attack submarine into a flexible, survivable strike asset able to hold distant targets at risk from beneath the waves, while still preserving the classic missions of anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare. Construction of Wahoo is the product of a modern, high-volume industrial model that alternates major work packages between General Dynamics Electric Boat and Huntington Ingalls Newport News Shipyard. Modular construction techniques, building large, highly outfitted sections separately and then joining them, shrink the time boats spend in post-launch outfitting and reduce cost growth while still demanding extraordinary systems integration. Those shipyard processes are part craft and part software. Automated testing rigs, digital design tools, and lean assembly lines all come together to turn a stack of metal and electronics into one of the quietest, most sophisticated warships ever made. Technically, Wahoo will carry the signature systems that define the Virginia family: a long-life S-9G nuclear plant that gives months of submerged endurance, advanced sonar suites and acoustic processing that sharpen undersea awareness, and photonics masts that provide high-resolution surface imagery without the traditional optical periscope's vulnerabilities. Emphasis across recent blocks has been on reducing acoustic signature through hull shaping, improved mounts for noisy machinery, and refined quieting techniques so the boat can slip through sonar belts with a much lower chance of detection. Together, these systems let the commanding officer operate in high-risk environments with steady confidence. Operational flexibility is where Wahoo truly shines. Modern Virginias are multi-mission by design. They can trail adversary units, conduct covert surveillance and signals collection, insert and recover special operations teams, serve as a mothership for unmanned undersea vehicles, and launch precision strikes from offshore. The VPM expands that menu by letting a single hull carry many more long-range cruise missiles, giving commanders a quiet, dispersed way to apply firepower without exposing surface ships or airbases. In scenarios where anti-access area denial systems make traditional strike options costly, a VPM-equipped submarine offers both a survivable strike node and a powerful intelligence platform. Strategically, boats like Wahoo matter because they are asymmetric, low-profile instruments that impose hard choices on adversaries. A submarine's very presence is a form of influence. It complicates planning, ties up resources, and provides decision-quality intelligence. In an era where rival powers invest in layered sensors, long-range missiles, and integrated networks intended to control entire theaters, the submarine remains a tool that can penetrate denial bubbles and operate where others cannot. Wahoo is therefore both deterrent and enabler. Deterrent because its concealed posture raises the cost of aggression, and enabler because it provides clandestine access and precision options to joint commanders. For the sailors who will live aboard SSN-806, everyday life will be a mixture of old-school submarine culture and highly technical work. Habitability has improved compared with mid-century submarines, but the pace and stakes of modern undersea operations demand intense training. Sensor operators who confuse acoustic, electronic and imagery data, engineers who manage nuclear plants and complex automation, communications specialists who keep stealthy links to the fleet and joint force. The Wahoo crew will inherit a name tied to past courage, and they will be asked to match that legacy with the precision and discipline of modern naval specialists. Looking forward, the undersea battlefield is poised to change even more. The Navy is already planning future blocks with more modular payloads, expanded unmanned systems integration, and new prompt strike weapons, even hypersonic or conventionally prompt strike options in later upgrades. Virginia-class architecture was intentionally designed to be adaptable. Open systems, modular mission bays, and growth margins mean boats like Wahoo can take on new roles across decades rather than become quickly obsolete. That adaptability is essential. Shipbuilding timelines and geopolitical shifts mean today's design must endure through a very different future. For viewers and enthusiasts, SSN-806 is more than a shipbuilding line item. It's a story about how navies preserve advantage in an age of sensors, networks, and precision fires. Wahoo is where legacy names meet modular design, where quieting techniques meet strike payloads, and where human expertise meets autonomous systems. When she finally slips her lines and goes to sea, the boat will quietly embody a strategic bet that maintaining a lethal, survivable, and adaptable undersea fleet will remain a cornerstone of national power for decades to come. For anyone making videos, podcasts, or reading about modern naval power, Wahoo represents a compelling mix of history, technology, and strategic relevance, a silent, potent reminder that beneath the waves, capability endures. If you'd like, I can now produce a punchy clickable title, a short video description and 10 hashtags tailored to YouTube SEO to go with this article, or convert this into a spoken script timed to fit a specific video length.